many stuns in the lane. It's so difficult to deal with the overcharge.
And when you get to that sprint as well down the river, you just fly across the map together.
That's
It's
a 5
insane.
tusk.
5
And a
tusks.
mid Slark. Yep, that's what it's.
Thing as like Tusk 5 and the Nyx Assassin 5, where I still prefer that these heroes get the farm priority.
So they missed that spear. The bounty rune's picked up by TNC. One there for Ken. Things pretty quiet for the moment. Gabby getting a little bit low in that bottom lane. He's doing okay. It's not been the best lane for him just yet. They really want to go on to Gabby. You can see that they want to use the telekinesis with the spear eventually to try and catch him out. The spear almost landing just to his left.
Gabby's playing very safe, getting the bottle even though he is safe lane and infused raindrop, so a lot of sustain. This is where the damage is coming from. Pure, you know, magical damage. When I mean pure, I don't mean pure damage, but just straight up magical damage. Top lane, a bit of a dive, but RR is ready with Impale if needed.
And there it is, thrown on to the Slardar. KP moving back with Tims. There's a little bit of aggression coming out of Ken near the triangle before, but they had missed the pounce, and even though they got the shards to block the stairs, it was pretty much safe. And the spear lands. That's going to be first blood. Rapido taking out Gabby, landing that spear. Damage without any kills, and then BDZ, when they had that vision over on the Tusk, they'll catch that that ward was placed down. Spike cappers from RR. Fibby moving in. Shards placed down. That gets around the Medusa as well as the Nyx, but they get the 3-man impale. Not allow them to get the kill to Fibby. They're still going to go and get this Medusa with the Bash of the Deep. Doing that extra damage. They get the kill. They'll look for RR. There's Bash once again. KP right in front of him lands the Slithering Crush. This should be a second one with Bash of the Deep ready to go once again. It's level 3 and does way more than enough to find themselves both. Double kill there for the Slardar. They lay down the Dream Coil, they look over the Mars. Not sure if Rubik's going to be enough here to save him. Rapido ends up going down at Tims. They look over at BDZ. We'll just have to walk away.
Oh, Slark is in, who's on a mid lane. He's going to start playing aggressively on a Batrider.
Yeah, pounce leashes. There's action happening both mid and bottom. Looking for BDZ. Illusory Orb thrown over, and that pounce leash, after it was over, Ken was... If he gets that quick blink on the Slardar, do you think maybe Puck switches over to go into like a damage build?
No. I mean, Witchblade is a damage build mid lane.
Medusa already taken out.
Melts.
Melts so quickly with these heroes coming over from TNC. And that is a hero you really want to slow down as quickly as you can. Really just start to run through Execration if they don't play it.
That's a
really
big
the
kill.
right way.
If they spot the Batrider on the top, maybe... Oh, Nyx Assassin is scouting them. RR just doing a job of a position 5. You know, break the smokes, die for your team.
Now they're coming in. They've got the telekinesis line up with the impale. Now the spear lands. Slark getting low, but they've got the tether. Armel's not going to die. The Dream Coil is placed down in such a phenomenal spot. They'll take out Ken with the Illusory Orb over. They get the kill on the BDZ. They end up losing Armel and Gabby, though. The turnaround from Execration is more than enough, as they'll take KP's life there as a third and look to continue for more. Febby on the run, trying to make some space. Maybe TP out, but it just does not look likely.
Yeah, he just needs to buy time, you know, as much as he can. All right, TP is ready. Kind of got my hopes up that he somehow will manage to get out. Now he will be underneath the tier 2 tower, just tanking some tower hits. Impale will connect. Impale cast animation got improved in the previous patch, so much easier to land a stun. Looked good. Like use this Slardar blink into relocate play instead of just going for a 5-on-5 engagement. And
Impale spear.
Easy setup. Medusa. 2 deaths, but still just 200 gold away from Slark's net worth. Another arena.
Now around with the help of the Medusa. KP just trying to circle, avoid all these spells, but it's not possible. BDZ will be the one who snags that. Should be pretty happy with where they're at in this point in the game.
Yep, I like the movements from Rapido this game, where he is exactly where he needs to be. Like just, you know, Slardar feels really strong right now with that Blink Dagger, but if he is stunned, if he's caught inside the arena, he just straight up dies. And he's the one keeping them in place.
And he's a
spear once again.
Catching Armel, Dark Pack, now the Illusory Orb. Gabby trying to leave. Not a lot of distance between him and the side of Execration, but uses that Dream Coil defensively. However, KP with the Blink Slithering Crush coming in onto 2. They'll use the lasso to lock up the Slardar. He initiates and pays for it dearly. Killed off as quickly as he jumped in.
TNC trying to make stuff happen when it's not possible. This Medusa is tanky. She has a Possessed Mask, Stone Gaze. Once it's up, you know, it's not that easy to take her down. You can see like the power of Slark when he isolates a single target, but if he is inside 3 or 4 heroes, he just dies.
And the spear.
And there it is.
Yeah. Nostradamus on that one.
I've seen that movie before, you know, kind of thing off.
Yeah, just that play alone puts a lot of question into, is this Medusa alone? Now are they going to try and come for us around the map? We'll use that Dream Coil, try to get a kill on a Ken. He snaps it. Makes it so they can catch up and get the kill to lock the arena down. RR, he's the second one to fall on the side of Execration. They'll look over Rapido. KP with a 2-man Slithering Crush. That hits onto the Rubik as well as this Medusa. Stone Gaze through. Febby getting low. One more shot with God's Rebuke. Rapido takes out Febby, but KP looking to go back in. Stolen
Where's the follow-up? There it is.
Now the Waning Grip. That is through onto the Mars as well as the Rubik. They've soloed Medusa alone for a second. Execration right here trying to help, but they're on the high ground. They're pretty far away from the Medusa, who will now go 4v1. No more mana left. The bashes come through from KP. They've got this kill on the Medusa. Rubik and Mars are just spectators for that.
Scouting things out.
KP playing so aggressive, but again, another blink that's going to cost him his life. Lasso through. This is the Wisp in trouble. Tim's the second one to fall. TNC a little bit in over their head. Telekinesis, Illusory Orb thrown from this Rubik, and the Spear's going to miss, but Armel up onto the high ground, trying to get some distance. Flame Break, and the right clicks, God's Rebuke, Armel dead. Finally, Febby gets one in return as BDZ drops, but it will cost him his life here too. So it's just constant bodies being thrown from TNC. Aaron Roche, at least for the moment.
Febby's drawing on a minimap. He knows something is up.
Smoke ends up breaking. There's the silence from the Stolen Waning Rift from BDZ. They will take Slark out. Yeah, Armel, he drops. They've got the arena down. Tims and Febby are inside the arena, and not long for this world. They are both dead, and it's a double kill for Ken, now dominating. Thought for a second maybe Armel would live with that tether coming through, but it's more than enough from Execration. And I like that over in Tenfold. Walrus Punch. Now they've got the Dream Coil. That's out on the Ken. Meanwhile, the arena on the other side of this fight. Slithering Crush comes through. Rapido pop the BKB. Medusa on the high ground, hitting over on Armel. God's Rebuke with a 2-man Impale. That lands onto the Tusk as well as the Slark. They take out Febby. They'll look for Armel. The chase is on. They'll find Tims, and that will drag them off the trail of the Slark. And then he gets the tether all the way back, so he survives. But this is right by the Roche pit. And Aegis is important for both these teams.
It is. I mean, it's only position 5 who died, but they're all inside the river near the Roche pit. So even if TNC is like, yeah, we can contest that, they still didn't use Lasso, they didn't use Medusa ulti, so they're pretty covered inside the pit. And Mars Arena will be up in 20 seconds, so this seems like a freebie for Execration.
Put that Aegis on the Medusa. Going Blink Dagger next on the Rubik. They have really controlled this game a lot, quite well, and they will look over at Gabby. They had Spike Carapace with the Impale. Look at that jump from BDZ. Looking to finish off Gabby. His movements with the Illusory Orb and the Force Staff. I think he was all over that puck who just got away.
This game, Medusa with Aegis, Butterfly queued up next. That's going to help out with some right clicks, damage mitigation against Slardar and Slark.
Telekinesis with the Lasso, Impale. Gabby not having a fun one as he is dead once again. This has been really tough for them. You said Execration, they're holding on to the driver's seat of this first game. I don't really see many options for TNC.
I mean, game's still winnable, don't get me wrong, but Execration just feels very strong right now. This is the buyback from Puck. Tier 3 tower already gone, so Medusa can start hitting the melee barracks.
We're going to trade the base. A little shocked. They're going for the tier 3. They're doing a lot of damage to it. Behind them, though, is KP with BKB getting popped. They've got the Slithering Crush as well as the Bash. Walrus Punch comes in with the Corrosive Haze, doing a lot of damage on to the Bat Rider, but not enough.
Yeah, meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Slark and Wisp managed to deal quite a lot of damage to tier 3 tower.
Yeah, but back on the rack, so Gabby. Next to the Medusa, but not making the jump just yet. Blink Southern Crush, there's the man to pop. They go with the relocate, they're gonna go to the back lines, look it over at Rapido, but Tim's is taken out so fast. Stone Gaze right onto this Slark. They've got the God's Rebuke with the telekinesis. Getting into that ulti form is the Slark. It will keep him alive for now, but I'm not sure it's gonna do much more than that. They've got
he
the
bounces
spear,
back
the
in.
pounce back in. Armel, one more shot. Down goes Armel. They take out Rapido and BDZ. The big bag Slark is gone.
Oh, that's such a huge misplay there. Like, he can get out with the pounce and have full HP, full mana. Melee barracks gone.
Complete control of this game.
For sure. Rapido is playing so well. Like,
Yeah.
his reactions are very Rapido, if you know what I mean. So, very quick. He's getting close to level 20. BKB done, plus a Blink Dagger. Like, his spears, his arenas were really on point. Even like God's Rebuke, you can see like multiple of those in the team fight, hitting 2 or more heroes. Butterfly done on Medusa. They need to be very careful about this one. Minute and 10 seconds left on Aegis.
Spike Carapace popped early, but he had broken the smokes as TNC were on the high ground.
TNC with the wraparound.
Not sure they can get into this so easily. You've got Tim's on the high ground, waiting, watching this Medusa take the tier 3. Rapido spots the Slark. They're onto the back. They've got the Blink as well as the Southern Crush, but the BKB is off in time for Ken. They hit that lasso on the KP, though, drag him into the rest of the team. Medusa right on him, but the Southern Crush comes in. That stuns up the Medusa for just a second. They look over at this Bat Rider. They get the kill on Ken. They'll take out one. It's 7 spree out of his hands, and he doesn't have buyback. He's there for 73 seconds without it. They'll look over at RR, who's trying to avoid the BKB being popped by Armel. Down goes Febby. Down goes RR. Both 5s are gone, but the buyback comes out from the Sardar as well as this Tusk. They're over to the side looking for this Rubik. They finish off Tim's. Down goes BDZ. It's just the Medusa as well as the Mars. But there's the stun with the spear. The damage is in. The snowball save. So Armel's living for just another moment. Gabby with the Illusory back onto the high ground, but do they reinitiate on this fight? As KP's been caught with the telekinesis coming in from BDZ, they've locked him up. The shards are there to block out the Medusa, but the Mars is with the Rubik enough to get the kill on the KP. He is dead for the second time, gone for 77 seconds, and Gabby's looking to make an aggressive play. He goes forward, Illusory Orb as well as the Waning Rift. Snowball in, Febby all by himself, 3v1. God's Rebuke, shards off the mark. He's dead again. He tried to buy back and get something done, but he loses his life for a second time. A double kill for Medusa, and now a 14k lead for Execration. Looks a lot more bluish and orange now. Not sure if they made the switch. Could be going colorblind.
Could be. It's always a possibility. Roche will respawn long in 2.5 minutes, so pretty much the max respawn time. Medusa just right-clicks the barracks. No one else is doing anything besides being prepared if there's any kind of jump.
Max being built for the Slardar KP. He's got the Blink Midas BKB, and it does feel like the Midas has kind of kept him, well, you know, in a spot where he has enough farm to kind of compete in these fights. Southern Crush comes through. BKB's been popped. Steal the sprint. He's trying to run 3 heroes on him. BKB not
man,
long.
that cast range.
Yeah, getting that lasso, locking him down. They kill off KP. It's that extra cast range coming in clutch.
Rapier queued up, which I really like. You know, you are gonna get that Aegis most likely. You're just holding onto Demon Edge. if things are not going well, you can transition that into MKB. She's getting
By
jumped.
himself, and let's see if they can get the kill. The impact from the high ground coming in from RR. They've used the Stone Gaze, and KP
Just
turns
kidding.
to stone. Listening to that song by the Electric Light Orchestra just a little bit too long. Armel is also dead. BDZ falls. 2 heroes gone to the side of TNC without buyback. This is becoming a problem as KP pops the BKB, but the damage is just too much as KP, without him, there's nothing to really lock down these heroes, and Gabby can't run too far.
Gem also dropped. Roshan just respawned. We can see, even if they get like the best possible jump on Medusa, when she's isolated, she's still going to be able to get that ulti off, and suddenly the fight is just over.
Yeah, it just, even with the jump, RR is the only one close enough on the high ground. You land.
When you want to release the Kraken, you just unlock it, and the damage is going to come out. There it is.
So Divine Rapier buyback from Gabby. Go for the tier 4 towers, and these are going to drop very quickly. Not an easy fight. Not even sure if it's one that they can feasibly win up against this Medusa, even if everything was dropped perfectly. Down 27,000 net worth. All 5 heroes are up. Both tier 4s are gone. Armel just running into the Medusa, taking so much damage. The Dream Coil onto the back line. He goes into the ulti, but they've got the last one. They get the kill to KP. Gabby, Armel, and Febby. KP just watching.
That's it.
He's gone, and it's the first game for Execration.
Man, Rapido had such a nice performance on this Mars. Like, his early rotations were exactly where he needed to be.